Hi, my name's Matt Carter from Stag Cricket. For the past 2 years, I've been working with two of the world's leading footwear designers to create a new sports shoe. Both of our designers are ex-Adidas. Dan Cocking, he spent 9 years at Adidas and a number of years at Puma across China and also in Germany at HQ. Michael Sin, who's based in Hamburg, he's been designing footwear for Adidas for the past 15 years as a minimum. Both are trained biomechanists and they've been instrumental in us creating a new sports shoe that will help reduce the amount of injuries and really take load off ankle, knees and lower back. So here we go. We flip over to our cricket shoes. So this is our bowling shoe. Here we go. You can start seeing with the toe. We've thought about the toe. So there's a big problem in a lot of stop-start sports in terms of soles, particularly in the heel area, delaminating. So we've added in a stitch pattern to the front. We've also got a reinforced toe to make sure that in the stop-start sport, people don't suffer from bruised toenails or black toenails that fall off. We've thought heavily around preventing slippage within the shoe. So we've gone for a sock detail around the ankle. At the heel, we've got a very unique heel pattern. This is to help transfer load down into the ground at approximately a 45-degree angle, rather than transferring it down into the ankles, into the knees and the lower back, and reducing injury. Just as important, here you can see the silver piece, which has got our Stag logo on. That's the midsole unit. That's designed to support the arch of the foot. We've spent a lot of work, we spent a lot of time working on this with Dan and Michael and our factory in China. The other part that we've got that a lot of stop-start sports don't have is our midsole support, our midsole TPU piece. And we've got it on the outer as well as the inner side. The benefit of this is it creates a more stable platform and will help feet twisting. The other part that we've got that a lot of shoes don't have is that we have got a far more flexible toe area. Moving on with our cricket shoes, this is our all-rounder cricket shoe for those that both bowl and bat. We've got the same heel detail, same in the toe area. The main difference is that we don't have a sock. It's slightly cheaper price point. We still have reflected in the TPU pieces our iconic lines. Again, if we flip over, we keep the same midsole unit as well as the TPU pieces. Our batting shoe, which is different, it's got no spikes as such, they're rubbers. It's incredibly lightweight. We have a reinforced toe here to prevent damage to the toes if hit with a cricket ball. Again, we've got reinforced stitching around here. As running between the wickets in cricket is very stop-start, we've gone for a sock detail to prevent slippage again. Again, all the materials are breathable. We've transferred from the bowling and all-rounder shoe the same TPU pieces. So we've got an outer and an inner midfoot support system to prevent ankles being turned. Again, we've got a very flexible toe sole unit so that the feet can act as naturally as possible. Part of the brief was to try and create a shoe that allows the foot to act as normally as possible as if you were running barefoot. So compared to competitors, we've got reduced cushioning, which again moves a stepped function or a heeled heeled shoe effect, thus reducing injuries. Our next stage forward is working on a women's prototype. We've created a last out in China. We hope to receive our women's prototype in the next 6 weeks. To give a little bit of background around why cricket shoes, so I'm a reasonable quality village cricketer. Back in 2019, I dislocated my ankle, and in plotting my comeback, I approached a couple of brands where my friends worked to see whether or not they'd be supportive of designing a shoe that would be more kind on my ankles as well as my knees and lower back. This was something that they didn't want to do at the time. So I did a lot of research into biomechanics, foot design, barefoot running, contacted a number of designers, and I really clicked with Dan. Dan introduced me to Michael. That's the reason for going into cricket shoes. In terms of stag is quite prominent for me. So I grew up in an area which is an old deer park. The cricket club where I play is also an old deer park, and the logo is a stag. Therefore, Stag was born. And that's a little bit about our company. If you've got any further questions, we can forward you a copy of our investment deck and detailed cash flow over an 8-year period. Thank you for listening.